Everybody, you join me on a lovely day. Well, a lovely day for me. It's new car day. You may have seen in a previous video that we've had a Haval F7X for about 18 months and it hasn't missed a beat. It's been absolutely faultless. Wonderful car. Really enjoyed owning it. But we decided it's time for a new car and we're staying with the brand. So we have upgraded to a Haval H9. This isn't it. This is their demo. But it's everything we're ever going to need and more. Gives us much better off-road capability than the previous one, which means I can drive it through a puddle now without worrying about getting stuck. No, so that's where we are, and I thought I'd do you a video because if you're looking into buying maybe a new Haval or you're just curious, you need to come to these guys. This is Clutch Auto in Krasnodar. Now, this is an industry that I have extensive knowledge of because I worked in it for 33 years at all levels. And I can tell you categorically, for me and my experience, this is the best service that I have received from any car dealership. Bearing in mind I'm an Englishman. And it's a big statement, I know. But I'm going to title this video, Clutch Auto. Is this the best Haval dealership in Russia? I think it might be. Anyway, join me, guys. So, the reason I say that is we bought our F7X from another Haval dealership called Yug Auto. And it was second hand when we bought it. It had done about 20,000 kilometers. And it was a very hurried purchase. It wasn't one that we'd gone to make. We actually went to make a purchase for another vehicle, but it was a pile of junk. So we were kind of stranded there. So we ended up with the Haval just really because we needed a car to get home. So like I say, it was a hurried purchase, but, you know, we looked at the car and it was, you know, as it should be. And they showed us that it was clean, the title, no damage, etc., etc. Oh, great. So we paid our money and we took the car away. And as I said, we owned it for 18 months, never missed a beat, never given us a problem. So we had to come to Krasnodar to start my temporary residency permit. See that in another video. And as it happened, where we were staying in the hotel, Yug Auto in Krasnodar was just across the road. So we obviously went over there, had a look at the H9, spoke to a salesman there called Anton, who was really helpful, really nice guy, can't fault him. However, when we came to try and strike a deal, they told me that our car was registered as damaged. Now, straight away we went, no, it's not. We had, you know, I thought they were implying we damaged it. And they said, no, it's registered as damaged. And they told us this after they'd done paint film thickness measurements. So it's a little machine, a little electronic device that measures the thickness of the paint. And most dealerships use them because it's an easy way of detecting whether a car's been previously damaged or, you know, has had paint. So they'd done that and it had all come up clean. And then they were telling us the car's been damaged. So I said, no. And they said, well, it's registered as damaged. I said, well, it can't be. We bought it from you clean, with a clean title. So anyhow, we went backwards and forwards and we ended up being in Yug Auto for about 2.5 hours trying to get a deal, but effectively we couldn't because they just insisted that our car had had previous damage, and because of that they were only going to offer us a low price. They also pointed out that we would probably struggle to sell it, especially to another dealership. Now, that might be the case. Might be a stunt that they were trying to pull, or it might just be, hey, you know, it's one of those things and it was just a simple mistake and somebody had registered our car as damaged and it was just a mistake. I don't know which. All I can say is what actually happened. So we went backwards and forwards for, like I say, a long time trying to establish a deal because I wanted to buy the car. But we just couldn't get there. We just could not get to a reasonable number. You know, I don't think I was being unreasonable. Well, I wasn't being unreasonable, being very reasonable. So in the end, I said, look, we're 100,000 rubles apart from where you want to be and where I want to be, but this is all based on the fact that you're giving us a very low value for our trading, very low. And they just reiterated, well, it's been damaged, so that's the best we can do. And, you know, it doesn't matter how many times we said it hasn't been damaged. That was their standpoint. It's registered as damaged. That was that. So at that point, I said, right, we're done. Here's my telephone number. This is what I want to pay. Call me if you change your mind. But we're going now to your rival dealer. So they were a bit, okay, fine. Obviously, that's the best we can do. So off we went, and we came here to Clutch Auto. Now, just before we got here, we had a phone call which the wife missed, and it was Yug Auto. And I said to her, they're probably going to ring us on the way to agree the deal. But we got here, and we walked in, and bearing in mind it had been a very long day, we walked in and we saw a lovely guy in here called Igor. I'm going to butcher his name. I'm really sorry, Igor, but I'm an Englishman and I'm a fool. But a lovely guy. Literally walked in the door there, turned left, and he was sat over there. Straight away, hi, can I help you? Told him we wanted to buy a H9. Told him what we wanted. Told him we'd been to Yug Auto. And told him what I wanted to pay. He picked up his calculator. And, I didn't tell him what I wanted to pay. I told him what Yug Auto could do. And he picked up his calculator and turned it around and said, I can do the car for that. And it was even less than I wanted to pay. So I sat there for a couple of seconds while that sank in, and then shook his hand. So it was probably one of the fastest deals he's ever done. But I've got to say, since then, the service we've received has been absolutely impeccable. And I do want to point out at this point of the video, he didn't know me from Adam. I haven't mentioned to him about YouTube or anything at all prior to that. So it's not like he's had an axe to grind. I'm just a customer walking in trying to buy H9. But since then, he has been, here's my personal number. Any questions, anything you want to do, let me know. If you need to book it in for service and you can't get through to the service department, you can ring me. I'll do it for you. Just as helpful as can be. And I said, we'd like to obviously pick the car up and properly pick it up with some mats as well. Sab the mats. And he said, yeah, no problem, leave that with me. Well, on the way today to pick the car up, I get a phone call. And Igor says, I'm going to do you a special gift. I hope you don't mind. But I'm going to give you 4 winter tyres for free. So I'm like, okay, that's a lot of money. What's the catch? And there's no catch. They fitted winter tyres to the car for us to take away. Now, in the UK, that's not really a big thing, but out here it is. And some of you might be thinking, well, yeah, they've just swapped wheels over and, you've got your winter tyres. No. They fitted the winter tyres to my wheels on the new car, and they've given us the brand new summer tyres as well. So this isn't just like a winter upgrade. This is a whole set of tyres. 65,000 rubles worth of tyres for free. Yep. As a gift. I am still staggered. Some of you might not think that's a big deal, but trust me, I've been in this industry for 33 years. It's a big deal. A very big deal. When somebody gives you 65,000 rubles worth of gift for free. No questions asked, no complaints. We weren't pressurising them for anything at all. He just did it because he's a nice guy and this is a nice dealership. So I am more than happy to make a video promoting Clutch Auto because I honestly am blown away by the service. Now, Some of you, your cynical ones, might be going, "Oh well, he's given these tyres, and that's why he's doing the video." No, I was going to be doing a video anyway. Said to the wife, "I'm going to do a video when I get there. I want to show the car, etc., etc." And we'll go in and see the car in a minute. But I just really want to give a huge shout out to Igor and Clutch Auto, because I'm staggered. The service has been amazing since we walked through the door. Nothing's too much trouble. Take a seat, grab a coffee, whatever you want to do. Just nothing has been too much trouble. Ready for Christmas, as you can see. And they've got the full range. And they've also got the top of the range. Dun, dun, dun. So there she is. It's new car day. So she's sat in the showroom, pride of place, a lovely bow on it. And like I say, fantastic service from this company, and especially Igor. Been just mind-blowing, really. Like I say, I know this industry very well, and this sort of thing doesn't happen. Am I suggesting that if you come here and buy a car, you're going to get new tyres for free with every deal? Of course I'm not. You know, every customer's different. And certainly, speaking from experience, you get different types of customers. You get customers that come in shouting the odds, wanting to beat you over the head and get the best out of everything and screw you for every last penny. And then you get other customers that come in with a smile and a handshake and treat you with respect and are very polite, and you go out your way to help them. And I always work on the philosophy: treat people how you want to be treated. And yeah, I guess that's paid well in this case. But like I say, there's been no axe to grind. There's been no offers or promises or anything at all. Hasn't even been suggested or inquired about. I mean, let's face it, he ain't going to know I'm doing a YouTube channel, is he? But there we go. So we've got brand new winter tyres ready to go. Now she's locked. You can't see, we've got privacy glass as well, but peer through the window and you can see the boot is full of tyres. And again, that's a testament to the car, because they're big tyres and we've got all four of them in the boot. So it's a big car. I'd say it is the Chinese love child of a G-Wagon and a Land Rover Defender, the new one. And from certain angles, it's got a little bit of Mitsubishi Shogun about it. It's always difficult to sort of judge the size on a video, but it is, yeah, it's Mitsubishi Shogun sized, I would say. Maybe Land Cruiser Prada sized, but it's good size. The side steps for a short ass like me are required. What do you think? She's all brand new, and I will do a full spec video in another time, showing all of the bits and bobs. But there it is. What a lovely car. And like I say, fantastic service. Really, really fantastic service. So if you're looking to buy a Haval, I thoroughly recommend coming to Clutch Auto. Give them a call. Speak to Igor. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with Russian. And see if you can strike a deal that you're happy with. Now, I can tell you, having driven this car already, not this particular one, but driving a demo, it will shock you. Please do not have the very tainted view that we have in the West of Chinese cars, because they are a different world now. They really have moved on leaps and bounds. So, yeah, try one. Even if you're very cynical, no, never have a Chinese car, try one. Please, I beg you, try one. It will shock you. They are an absolute credible rival to the big German brands. I know, I worked for them. I worked on BMW and with BMW and for BMW for well over 25 years. And I can tell you, this is up there with that. It really is. So there we go. That's the video. Clutch Auto in Krasnodar. You saw the address on the demo. And if you want to speak to somebody particular, I thoroughly recommend that you speak to Igor, because he's a lovely guy and super, super, super helpful. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. I've got a Telegram channel if you want to join that and ask a question about life in Russia or anything in particular about Russia. Lots of good people on there that can give you a good answer. So please join my Telegram group. Please share. Really important that our videos in Russia, they get shared to a Western audience now, because it's really difficult for people to see anybody making content in Russia. It's very difficult for anybody in the West to see it now. It just doesn't show up in searches. You probably stumbled across this video, to be honest. Yeah, please share. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.